Ah, so how y'all doing out there? Hopefully
My
y'all are
butthole
doing.
tickles. My butthole
hopefully,
tickles.
hopefully y'all are doing all right. We had a bit of a member missing in action last week because of personal stuff that was going on once again, and it wasn't Rick this time.
It
Uh,
wasn't Rick. It was me
Hey, what
this
I
time.
mean?
yeah. So overall, yeah, it was a pretty eventful week. We
It
all
was.
we all had our things going on, and we had a big get together at my place with it was like a celebration of life and everything. It was good. It was really good, and
It was good. And the
I'm glad it
crazy
went
thing
as well as it
about it
did.
was that the weather was supposed to be horrific, just terrible,
Yeah.
awful time for people to gather. Cold, rainy, wet. It was like
Hmm.
70 some degrees, sunshine. You couldn't have asked for a more picturesque, beautiful day. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was a great day, and I'm glad we were able to. Yeah, everything came together super. And I was
You were a
late.
great host,
Well, no,
dude.
I was late getting here at first. I was late
Yeah,
by
but
about 30 minutes.
you opened your home to one of the homies that we have known since like fucking we were teenagers in the middle of a tragedy. Nate
Yeah.
opens his home, hosts a group of people, a large part that he doesn't even know, and was a fantastic host and helped celebrate the life of somebody who tragically passed. And for those of you who don't know, because he doesn't toot his own horn very much, Nate is an extremely generous person who, we joke and we say all this edgy shit and we bullshit and everything. But when it comes down to it, one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever met. And I just want to give you a round of applause for being such a badass dude because you don't get enough recognition for being such a chill ass dude and a all
Ah,
around good person, man. So thank you for that. From the
yeah.
outside looking in, that was a very fucking cool move.
Man, it wasn't nothing. I mean, anything to help the homies out, and also, just make the whole process easier. That's best I can do. And
Yeah, a
also,
lot of YouTubers would be having cameras on for doing that shit and telling
fuck
this
no,
big old
dude. Fuck
story and
no,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
I like there's
Hmm.
a for me there's a time and place for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Very
not
true.
it. That was not
You're
it.
right. I agree
because
with you, but
because
it just goes
anyone.
to show,
Mm,
man, these people that have been claiming this shit here recently about like, oh, Nate does this for clout or whatever. It's like, no,
Whatever, man.
you guys have no clue.
People can say whatever they want. I'll let the people who know me, who truly know me, judge me.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
there you
Like
go. That's how you
people
do it.
people who want to like look at me from this fixed viewpoint of the internet and come at me
Mm-hmm.
with this idea, it's just like, oh, reaction channels are cancer. This guy's just a
Mm-hmm.
horrible person. He's got to be a horrible person. No,
Yeah.
zero redeeming qualities about. And I'm like, I don't even know you, dude. And truth is, you don't even know me. You've
Oh,
never met me. You're looking at me from a fixed perspective, hearing someone else talk shit about me, and instead of you actually getting to know me, you're just like parroting the same shit that someone else has said.
that's
And
true.
and the people who know me in my real life, I value what they say a billion times more than what anyone out there
Right?
on the internet could ever think about me. Like my parents, my family, my friends, my brothers, like just
Yeah, same.
this is this is the whole thing with it, man. I mean, I love doing this, and I love having it, but at the same time, I try not to lose myself to it because it's just it's so easy to get trapped doing shit that you do for clout. But I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I've never been about that.
Yeah.
I've never been about, I don't cultivate drama. It's like anything drama based on our channel, I never monetize, period.
Oh, damn,
Ever.
that's actually my topic.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, if you want to start us out, Chad, we'll start. Since
Oh
you
my
were since you were
God.
MIA last week, you get to go first.
Thank
Yep.
you. I appreciate it. I feel like I've just been knighted. Um, so drama on YouTube. When I
Yeah.
first got into the YouTube game and I started like looking at what people were doing out here, I noticed that there is a ton of, look, guys, here's this random game on my screen and I'm going to talk about drama for 15 minutes.
Yeah. That started
That
with
has
Leafy. That Leafy and then Scarce and
right.
all them, they are the ones that like started it. and then it just got out of control.
There's
from
a
there,
million
man.
of them now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this recent issue that went down between, you had this chick Illuminaughtii who went after Legal
Ooh,
Eagle and was like, Legal Eagle jacked our editing style, and then it was like, nobody owns this shit. Like, remember when those dudes tried to claim that they were going to copyright reaction videos?
the
Like every,
fines.
you know,
Yeah, the
so
Fine
that's
brothers.
kind of what she did. It was like everybody who does documentary style shit will have the torn newspaper pop up and then highlighted text pop up from that, right? So
Sunny V
pretty
2's been
much,
doing that for forever too. Like I don't hear
right.
anyone like kicking up dust over that.
So one of the people from Legal Eagle pretty much asked Illuminati's editor how they did one of their things like that, their editing shit, like a plug-in that they use.
Yeah.
And she went on Twitter and was like, not Legal Eagles editors trying to steal our style. And whenever,
Oh,
yeah, and everybody was like, you're a fucking idiot. So she
yes.
apologized for being a fucking idiot, but then went on to like smear shit on a bunch of people she used to do stuff with. It was like, when she got
Scorched
turned
earth,
out,
basically.
yeah, when she got turned out to be like, causing problems, and people that used to work with her were like, yeah, this is on brand for her. I hate using that term, but that's what they were saying. This is the kind of shit she does. This is who she is. And she came out and was like, yeah, but they're bad. Look at these reasons they're bad. Not like everything they said wasn't true, but like, I'm gonna direct attention from me because they're assholes. And it just turned into this big shit slinging thing. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? Who cares? This is like middle school shit, dude.
Yes.
These are grown ass people. YouTube drama is usually never a big deal. It's
No.
always some stupid shit. Like, you have big shit that goes down, and then it's like y'all are focused on this dumb shit that nobody has any part in. All we do is watch their videos, right? These are big YouTubers, and you have people that it literally affects their life zero, sinking their lives into these fucking altercations that don't mean shit and ain't about shit.
No. It ain't about. And
It's the
I've
most bitch made stuff I've ever seen. The Click Illuminati drama is bitch made shit.
yeah. We've had drama come our way a few times. The biggest one was Grade A Under A when he tried to basically snuff us out, and I don't want to go.
Oh yeah.
I'll there I've talked about it in the past, so I won't go into full detail. But the fact that he sicked his like 300 plus thousand Twitter followers on us, and basically was just like trying to bully us off the internet, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go radio silence. I'm not gonna reciprocate or anything like that. I'm gonna let it die, and that's
It's
exactly
bitch
what
made.
happened.
I'm
And he
telling you.
moved on. And here's the thing, he he moved on, and he went on to some other react. He went on to Tyrone Magnus, another big reaction channel, and he basically tried to do stuff with him.
Well, that
And
didn't work.
well, no, and Tyrone Magnus is still around, and where's Grade A Under A? That's all I gotta say.
Yes,
Um,
you say he went under.
ha
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. Yeah. So, internet drama, whenever it comes up, there's some part of it in my mind. It's just like these two people, like the two people who are beefing, know each other, and they're going at it just to like draw, get numbers up. That's just like Logan Paul and KSI. Everyone was just like, "Oh, dude, they hate each other. They freaking hate each other." And next thing you know, they're both at WrestleMania on the same team.
Well,
It's
bro,
like it's
evidently
on
she was
brand.
paying. Evidently she was paying people to search up videos of the click saying the R word,
Oh
and like
yeah,
he used this language, and evidently he had some people who were um, preying upon minors in his Discord. And of course, they got rid of them and shit. But it's
yeah.
like, dude, I can't control the actions of people on my Discord.
No, me
You're one
neither.
of my best friends ever, and I can't control your actions. And I know
No.
you like fucking my brother. So like, how am I supposed to be able to control like people in my Discord that I don't actually know these people
Yeah,
or am anywhere near them to
and
fucking
we've
be any real.
we've run into the past on our Discord, dude. We've had people who have like, there's been evidence shown to us of just like very illicit actions have been taken by some people, and we're just like, no, you're done. You're
No,
gone.
bye.
Bye.
And beyond that, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Who cares about this shit? How is that drama or dirt on anybody?
It's because
It's so dumb.
they're trying to drudge up anything to give them a ground to stand on. That's
Yeah,
all
the
it
grasping at
is.
straws.
Yeah. That's and honestly, when it gets to that point, when you're going after someone to the point where you're literally tugging at stuff that's from like 10 years ago and stuff like that, and people who are not directly involved with anything to do with like the main line of the channel or anything, you are literally desperate to the point of where it's kind of sad. It is
Yeah.
it is sad to see just like how deep some people will go to try and drudge up drama for no other reason than the fact that I just want to make a name for myself by burying somebody.
I just don't understand. Like, for me, if you pulled some punk ass move like that, then everybody that was fucking with you would not be fucking with you no more.
Yeah,
Like, you would just be done. It'd just be like, okay, you're gonna pull some weak ass bullshit every single time you have a little bit of a problem. You're gonna throw a fit and make a video. I'm not paying any attention to it, and I'm going about business. Because what happens is, if I'm making like reaction videos and music and gaming content and just like funny videos and shit, and the next thing you know, I'm on here like, guys, we've got to talk about something. These people, blah blah blah. That's me taking time in my business, pretty much, and instead of doing business, holding court in the middle of my fucking store. The fuck is this? People are tuning in for fucking fun and like video. Like, these people do documentary videos and shit. Nobody gives a shit about the fact that you're going to be a fucking punk ass bitch. Nobody.
No, and
It's boring, dude. That
well,
shit's
to expect your audience to give a shit, whenever
It's like,
it's
who the
something that
fuck are
has
you?
nothing
You
to
make
do with,
fucking-
yeah,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
it has
I don't know,
literally nothing
man.
to do with what's going on,
The drama is boring, and I think it's stupid, and it keeps happening. Everywhere you look, it's like somebody's got issues. I see all this shit with like iDubbbz having problems with fucking Froggy Fresh and like
uh,
all that shit, and Sam Hyde and all this shit. And I'm just like, what does this have to do with anything? Let these rich motherfuckers go slapbox each other if they've got a problem.
yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
why do I have to keep caring about the petty squabbles among rich people? I don't fucking care.
It's because
I'm broke.
Well,
I don't
it's
have
because
I don't.
it's because they crave our attention, man. That's all it is. They crave our
YouTube,
attention.
stop suggesting this shit to me. I don't fucking care at all.
But Chad, you
I
don't know what, like, you don't know what you want, man.
I
we're
do.
just
I
gonna
want to
keep
hear Froggy
pushing.
Fresh's new song, not some shit about somebody's OnlyFans and all this shit. Like, I don't care.
Ugh.
I don't care. They called her a hoe. I don't care. I have my own opinions, but I don't even got to waste them on her because I don't
Nope.
know who iDubbbz's wife is or none of this shit. I just keep getting suggested these videos of people's petty ass arguments when I want to watch Mike Tyson highlights. I want to watch real fights. I don't want
Yeah.
to see this bullshit.
Yeah, that's basically all you see. I've tuned
Yeah.
into some of those creator clashes, and there's some that actually like know how to box. and
Oh
stuff.
no, I'm watching Boogie versus Wings of Redemption. You better fucking guarantee I'm watching
Oh,
that
dude,
fight.
the one I watched, the most recent creator clash, where John Morrison or Johnny Nitro
Oh, yeah,
knocked out
yeah.
Harley. I was like, oh,
Johnny Wrestling, dude.
yeah, dude.
Well, he's a legit athlete. This motherfucker was on Survivor, WWE. He's been on fucking everything.
Yeah, and he's boxing. He's boxing the dude who calls himself the Sauce Boss, and is just like had one of the worst diets ever in human history.
He got sauced.
Yeah. Oh, big time. And yeah, I would say like Creator Clash. I approve of stuff like that, and honestly, I'd throw my hat in the ring as well if someone wants to invite me to Creator Clash.
I'm impressed by Michael Reeves.
Oh,
That
dude
motherfucker
knows
went
how
in
to
there
go.
and did it, dude.
Dude
But
knows
I mean,
how to
he
go.
just he went out of his element,
Yep.
did his goddamn thing, and figured it out, and
Uh-huh.
then laid the fucking smackdown, dude. That shit was nice.
Yes.
I respect anyone that steps in that fucking ring to throw dukes. I respect them. I
Same.
do.
Same.
I do. Because that's yeah, that's some shit right there, bro. Somebody can come for your fucking skull You know, they're gonna crack your shit, man. You're gonna be
Yeah.
fucked up. You never know. That could happen to you. Even Beetlejuice, bro. Beetlejuice got in the ring. Have y'all seen his boxing
Oh
match?
my god.
No, I want to though now.
Bro,
Uh,
he went in. They couldn't hardly get the helmet to fit him, but he didn't have his headgear was all fucked up, but he still went in there and went toe to toe, bro.
yeah. He didn't give a fuck.
Rick is just tore up with the idea of
He's
Beetlejuice
just
right now.
the mental imagery of Beetlejuice, just headgear. I was at him trying to talk through the headgear. He like ho 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 ho.
I love Beetlejuice, and I'm
Me
so
too.
happy memes of him have swung back into being popular because
Yes.
the guy's fucking hilarious, dude.
He is.
Lester Green is a king, dude. He is a real king.
It's like if you dig a hole 6 feet deep, and you're standing in it. How deep is the hole?
Mhm.
About 12 feet.
About 12 feet. Yeah, he's fucking great.
Oh,
So yeah, that
God.
was my topic for today. Sorry, I took up a big lump of time there.
Nah, you're good.
No,
man.
I was gonna say your topic actually coincides with the topic I was gonna bring up, and I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
talk about
Go ahead, Ricky.
back when I was in basically a part of YouTube and actually getting into the whole YouTube space and
Yeah.
wanted to be career back in when I was a little bit little,
Uh-huh.
and I used to see a lot of things like relationship advice.
Mm.
So I used to see people like Jay Fluent. There's an individual named Travi Based, and these were like it's like this is general knowledge, how to be confident, just, all these like typical stuff. Now
Yeah.
you have red pill and blue pill, and
Oh.
then
Oh boy.
I'm seeing how everything's like devolving, and especially how certain people they will be like I guess like the starter of like I guess a certain trend, and people just copy, and then they will preach all these things, but do the complete opposite off screen, and when they get caught, they don't own up to it, but they will tell other men how to be this style of men, and they'll say that these women are trash, but then you find them with these so-called called women that's what they mess with, and then it's like everything I've been seeing lately with this relationship advice era that YouTube is having is just nothing but just oxymorons or just hypocrites.
Yeah.
Or just
'Cause they're-
morons.
Yeah, because there was a video about a guy saying that if you get with a girl who's over 24 years old, and yeah, if she's over 24 years old, then you're settling with a leftover. And if you are, yeah, if she's a single mother, then you're just a loser. And next thing you know, he talks about his fiance, which was 41, I think, or in her 40s or late 30s, and then saying that the girl that was staying with them was her niece. But then somebody went into his information and found the fiance's information. That little girl that lives with them, actually her daughter. So he
Yeah.
got with a older single mom.
Yep.
But he's telling his fans if
Don't
she's older
do
than
that.
24, she's a leftover. And if you are getting with a single mom, then you're a loser.
There's
I
no.
found a good way to describe this, man. But go ahead, Nate. I cut you off.
No. I was just gonna say it's like you talk about people being real. It's just like I'm the realest dude on here, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all like if you do this, you're a simp, you're a beta male, you're all these things. And it's just like, dude, you're doing the exact same thing that you're saying not to do, and you're trying to proclaim it. It's like these self-help gurus, Deepak Chopra, Joel Osteen, all these asshats who are just like, just like, you have to do this in order to get right. And it's just like, you're doing the exact opposite. You're
Right.
literally not following your own rules. You're just saying it because it sounds nice.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I was gonna say. But what was you gonna touch on, Chad?
Oh yeah, I found from the book of Ludicrous. There's a verse that says, "You doing hoe activities with hoe tendencies. Hoes are your friends and hoes are your enemies. With hoe energy to do what you do, blue what you blue, screw what you screw."
Yeah.
That's what they do. They go out here and they run their mouth, but they're hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just as bad. Like, here's the thing. I ain't gonna tell someone how to live their life. They want to hoe themselves out. Just just I have my feelings on that, but at the same time, when you have people who act like they're all about that life and just like they front like they're just like there's like yeah
Yeah, they're hoeing for attention,
men
dude.
just
That's
like
what it
men
is.
out there you need to reclaim your masculinity. You need to be the alpha male in your life. You need to be the father to all these other people out there. It's like
Be
no, you
happy,
don't. Be
motherfucker.
happy.
Be happy.
Be like
That's what you find. You don't find it by
yes.
fitting somebody else's mold and like
Hmm.
I don't give it the happiness you can find would be
Uh
saying I don't give a fuck what they're doing over there.
yeah,
Let them do what they're doing over
literally.
there. If they're not fucking with me, I'm not fucking with them. It ain't who cares.
It's
And if you
Hmm.
whatever.
find a woman who has a child and you're in love and you want to be there for a child, then do it. Don't
Yes.
find any shame in that because God knows there's a lot of kids out there that could use a good male role model in their life.
Yes. Yes.
So what's wrong with
Immensely.
that? Why would you? He's probably the same one that'll sit there and bitch about a broken home, but don't want nobody to go out and fix it.
Yep.
You know, what the fuck, man?
God, man.
Yeah, it's. I remember watching like everything stemmed from Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuel was
Hmm.
basically the starter, all that kind of stuff. But the
Yeah.
thing is, with his content, he did attack both sides. He would
Yes.
go after women, and then he will also go after men. Now, ever since he passed away, the people who's trying to take over the torch of said Kevin Samuels are now only attacking the women, and
Yeah.
they're like extremely defending the men,
No,
and they're putting in this false reality into the men because they will say, "Oh, women should stay virgins, they should stay pure." High value men only go for women who are younger and pure, which means virgins. And then they also try to tell men, oh, if you're high value, if you want to sleep around, you can sleep around all you want. The women's supposed to stay faithful to you, stay home and cook and clean and take care of your kids. But if the man
so
wants to leave the house and explore a little bit, let
so
him do it.
basic
But
so
it's like,
basically the Italian model, like just like oh yeah, you've got your wife at home, but then you've got a gourmand on the side. You've got
I
all
just
yeah,
these.
but the,
That's
the
so
point
much
is
misogyny, dude. And
exactly.
it's also like what a weak ass man who doesn't have self-control.
Yeah,
Like where does
agreed.
discipline come into play, right? You're
The
going to tell me
There
the
main
is
same.
none.
contradiction is literally you're saying all women should be virgins, but then you're saying the man could step out and sleep with other women. But I thought you said you want all women to be virgins. How can he
Well,
step out
see,
and sleep
this
around?
is because this ideal doesn't think that it should be equal for everyone. This mindset puts it into play that those women that you can just go out and sleep with like that are just objects. They're not. Why would you hold an object to the same standard as you're holding this ideal man, right? That's misogyny at its core. You don't expect women to be doing right, and then you try to super value the ones that are doing right according to your standards in that way. So it's the same way that people that are racist look. It's just they're sexist,
Yeah,
and it's just a fucked up viewpoint where other people's lives don't fucking matter. Because who cares about your wife and how she feels about you doing that, right? Or your
Hmm.
your kids or whatever.
oh
It's all
man.
about pleasure. It's all about self-righteousness and what you deserve and all this shit. It doesn't take into consideration at all the rubble you leave in your wake because you got to be this mighty tyrant and fucking, it's a really self-centered, ugly, you know, viewpoint that is evil in the eyes of most people. That's an evil way to look at things. And I agree with that. I think it's evil. You should consider how your actions affect other fucking people.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
yeah. I just miss the days of old school YouTube because I remember watching these other YouTubers who were relationship advice YouTubers. That was
Hmm.
like their whole shtick for YouTube. They would say,
Uh-huh.
how to gain confidence, how to talk to her, how to know she likes you, how to know he likes you, how to know this, how to it's just very basic information, just eye
Instead of
contact.
dominate the
Yeah.
Exactly.
opposite sex.
Maintain eye contact, compliment. Just like do just
It's
basic
it's
things some people who
easier.
don't
It's
know.
easier to be like, instead of I got to go through these steps and learn people and learn how to fucking have a relationship with this person. It's easier to be like, oh, I should just be given this shit because I'm the man.
Yep.
And it's
Now it's what
like,
color is your Bugatti? What color is your Bugatti? That now that's how you get women. It's like it's a weird, and
Look,
it's
man, I'm
even
not
drama
saying
within the community as well.
there's fucked up people in every aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? Every race, religion, creed, whatever it is that you go by, there's fucked up people involved in it.
Yeah,
And then there's some movements that are just straight fucked up. And they're not the dominant ones. And they usually start out with, I'm sad, I'm lonely, and I'm hurt. And those are the easiest people to pick up because what else do they have to fucking lose? You know, the first step to improvement is going to be gaining self-confidence through acts of that make you feel proud of yourself and happy to be you and good. If you have to have a gut-wrenching moment where you feel like you've fucked up and been horrible to somebody to reach your goals are fucked up. If you
yeah,
have to bury emotion, your goals are fucked up, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up, man. It's evil.
it is. It is. It in like one of the purest sense that is
Hmm.
fucking evil. And I think people don't realize it, and they don't realize it until it's too late. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it's just like they're sitting there at like 50 years old after acting like the wannabe alpha male for like 20 years, and they're just like, how come I don't have anyone to talk to? What?
Yeah.
Why does no
Hmm.
one want anything to do with me? How come? How come I'm 50 years old and I'm still single and I don't have kids and I don't have a legacy to care. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It comes down to the point like the question that I ask myself whenever I'm in the midst of something and I'm unsure if it's working for me or not. I have to
Right.
ask myself the question: is anything that you're doing right now, is what you're doing right now making your life any better? Making your life any better? Making the people around you, is it making their lives any better? Like, is all this worth it? I've asked myself that question. I would say at least about 50 times during the in the midst of production of this film. Just like,
Hmm.
is it going to be worth it? Is it like I've devoted over almost 2 years of my life to this film,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, is this going to be worth it? Is this really going to be like like is it going to make anyone else's lives around me better, and I've seen like the amount of people who are excited about it and the people who want to see it. I was just like, this
Yeah.
is worth it. This is good. I'm glad there are people out there who are like this is gonna like make them so happy, and
Well,
this
it's
the fact
bringing
that this
joy
is
to people.
it
It's not
is.
Hmm.
divisive or demeaning or condoning
No,
anything
and I'm not
negative. It's just a pure imagination, you
and I'm
know.
not
It's
and I'm not
beautiful.
trying to and I'm not trying to hamstring anybody. I'm not trying to screw anybody out of anything. I've tried to pay everyone as I go with this, and it's like you try to enrich others around you
I got
with your
free
actions and
Subway.
stuff.
I got free Subway sandwiches, so I win.
Uh,
Jealous.
that's that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, in terms of these mentalities that people hold, like a lot of them are very poisonous mentalities,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, there's zero accountability and 0 points of self reflection in it, and it's just like, no, bro, you just do you, you don't care what anyone says about you, and you go out there and don't let others hold you down, man. It's like it's that's not the point. It's the point is like you have to look at yourself a little bit of self-reflection can go a long way, and also having someone around you who will keep it real and keep it 100 and just be
Yeah.
like, whoa, bro, calm down. Like, just you, having a good friend around like that who will be real with you like that, that's hard to find nowadays anymore, because nowadays everyone just wants to follow the leader and just like pretend like, oh yeah, everything's great. It's like, no,
Not
things can be very
always.
bad. Things can
Not
be
Hmm.
very
always.
very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess tie into my topic in terms of it good and bad, more so good than bad. Number one, Mr. Beast is at it again. You know, helping people, or I'm sorry, making people, depend on him, and he's feeding his
What?
savior complex. That's the whole deal, man. You remember when he was curing blind people and everything?
Yeah.
Now he's curing deaf people and amputees.
Oh my God, the White Devil's doing it again.
Yes, exactly.
You said it best, Rick. I'm tired of this guy going out in hell. I want people to be miserable.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why can't
But-
rich people help people? But why is this rich person helping people? Why can't more rich people do it? But when this rich person do it, it pisses me off that this rich person is doing it.
There
But I
are
want rich
certain
people to do
people that
stuff.
just want to bitch, dude.
Yeah.
People just want to bitch. Like, look, do I watch Mr. Beast's videos? No, not unless Nate asks me to, and then of course I will. But I'm not out here subscribed to him watching his videos every day. And I could care less, honestly. I think that it's good that he does good things, but why there has to be a bunch of people out here bitching and complaining and trying to fucking go after this guy is beyond me. I mean, if it turns out he's done some horrific shit, fine. But again, it's this outrage for the sake of outrage where I'm like, dude, this is boring. You guys want to get mad at this guy for helping people get surgery to help them see again? Now he's doing it to help people be able to hear again, and that's your fucking problem?
Oh, not only
all
that.
the things to bitch, that's what you're focused on?
So not only that, he's also he's getting hearing aids and just hearing tools for people who for 1,000 people, but he's
Yeah.
also giving amputees 2,000 amputees new top of the line prosthetic limbs.
I'm sure they're horrified by that act. I'm
Absolutely.
sure it's who gives
dare he?
Like if you're not giving this man praise and giving him flowers, then like, what do you have to say about it? What do you? He could be buying brand new fucking sports cars and flexing them, like, he could be doing anything. But they'll go turn around and listen to somebody who creates music that does nothing but that right after having bitched about Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Like, who gives a shit what
it's
you
just like-
think, man? If this is what you're doing,
Yeah.
is complaining about something like this.
It's like I can hear it now. He's just like I can't believe Mr. Beast would resort to this. Just his white saviorism is just so off the chain. Now don't mind me. I'm just gonna go over here and listen to this music. I woke up in that new Bugatti.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't
dude.
know, man.
If that's all you
Again,
do, fuck you.
You doing hoe activities with hoe tendencies.
tendencies.
Hoes are your friends and hoes are your enemies.
I mean,
Dude.
it all goes back in a straight circle because you have all these people who are like, "Oh, how dare he do this?" And then they go to McDonald's. "Oh, do you want to round up for our children's hospital for McDonald's?"
No.
Not today. Not today.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my mom a call on my phone that was using minerals from like fucking slave mines with children that are enslaved in these fucking mines digging minerals by hand.
Oh.
Every cell phone company just got busted for that one. Nobody cares. That might disrupt your life a little bit, won't it? Standing by your fucking morals that you claim to hold so heavily, you fucking hypocrites. Anyway, I'm gonna calm my shit down. I
Yeah,
apologize.
but at the same time, we're not hearing this type of outrage for people like Mark Cuban, which started his own what was
cost
it?
plus drugs. Cost.
Cost
Yeah.
plus, and he's making everything affordable. But he's a rich man. Isn't that some type of white saviorism?
Let's see. Is Mark? Hold on, Mark Cuban. Let's see.
Well, he's a rich man helping people get the drugs they need to live.
Okay, so Mark Cuban is Jewish. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure his family changed their name from Shabinsky to Cuban. It's like, interesting. I guess he was just like I don't know. It'll make me sound more exotic.
Yeah, I guess he went to my island once, so he's like, "Oh, I like it here." So let me
Hell
make
yeah.
it my
Guess
last
so.
name. You can
I
change it
guess
to
so.
that.
That's
But at the end of the day, he's another quote unquote white man that's having some white saviorism, and
Yeah.
he's helping people get drugs that they need to live, like insulin and other stuff of things to keep your life from living, and he's making it affordable.
I don't know. I just feel
think
like
that's
people pick the wrong things to bitch about, man. There's so much worse going on. There's so many fucked
Yeah.
up things.
There's
We
so
still
many
ain't
other
cured cancer
billionaires.
yet. Come on.
I mean, that's a whole different topic.
you know. But I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just saying, like, if there's all these things going on, like, why are we worried about dumb shit?
I mean, there is a doctor currently serving 300 years in prison because he actually found the cure.
I don't know shit about that because I don't stay up on that shit. But what I do know is the fact that, like, Mr. Beast doing his thing don't bother me. Like I've said before, you know, would that have happened if the cameras weren't on? People want to be like, oh, he's just filming footage. It's like that's how the money shows up for him to even be able to use it like this.
Yes.
If we're going to shut
Exactly.
down the whole
Yeah.
operation, I mean, those people aren't going to get that shit. Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
shitty that we have to live in a country where Mr. Beast is the one out here making videos to make shit happen for people? Yes, it is. Is
Yeah.
that Mr. Beast's fault by playing by
No.
the rules? The man ain't even 30 years old yet. That's what I keep thinking in my head. I'm like, dude, these people are acting. They hold Mr. Beast more accountable than they do the people that sit in the fucking Supreme Court.
Yeah, the
What the fuck?
higher than the
Are you
like the
kidding me?
asshats and the pharmaceutical companies that make this shit impossibly expensive.
Right. They hold more accountability to Mr. Beast than they do the people that actually set the fucking rules for the game. He's just playing by it. I don't
Yeah.
see what the problem is, but people are hammered. They want simple solutions. They want a scapegoat for everything. They don't want to get down to the bottom of it because the truth is ugly as fuck and nobody wants to look at it.
Yep.
Exactly.
And this whole, helping people who are deaf, or even with the whole hearing aid process. My mom worked in a hearing aid company for over 20 years, and her
Yeah.
boss, before he passed away, he was an amazing dude. That my mom was a single parent. Her boss allowed me and my sister to actually stay in the office on days where there was either recess from school, or if I was not feeling well, or my sister wasn't feeling well, he will allow my mom to bring her kids and just keep them in the office. But me growing up, I've seen people receive their hearing aids for the very first time, and a lot of them get emotional for actually hearing for the first time.
Yeah.
And helping 1,000 people hear, I'm with it. I'm for it.
I'm all for it too, man.
But at the end of the day, those hearing aids are expensive.
Mhm.
And like you guys just said, it's the people that they should get mad at are the people running the states and running the cost of these things that are nowhere near the price that is at.
Yeah.
To create a hearing aid, it's not that much money to create it, but to sell it for hundreds or thousands of dollars, you should be
Of
mad
course they
at
do,
the.
but that's the norm. That's the way the system's
Yeah.
set up, and that's the way. And it's easy for people to shout and yell at Mr. Beast because he's a big target, because he's
Yeah.
out there so big.
Yeah, he puts
And these
himself out
people
there
that
big
do
time.
make these decisions, and the people that are at fault for some of the fucked up shit that's going on, they hide in the back corners of the fucking universe and just dictate with money to the government.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know,
it's all
nobody
these,
knows who the fuck they are until you dig.
well, yeah, it's all the big
And
wigs with
nobody's
all the
gonna do the
liquid
work.
wealth. Yeah, it's all the big wigs
Yeah.
with the liquid wealth. You know, because there's a bunch of there's people who are on the surface look rich. You know, because don't get me wrong, Elon Musk is by no means poor, but the amount of liquid wealth he has at his disposal versus, say, the Carnegies or the J.P. Morgans or any of them, you know, that is a terrifying concept to think about. It's just like the amount of wealth that they can just throw around to do whatever,
Insane.
and they just do that. It's like, what? Like, is nobody paying attention to this? Does nobody
Right.
give a shit that these are the people that are the biggest threat in terms of our in terms of just like our like markets, like, and everything being thrown out of whack because these assholes just want to make more money, and because they
Yep.
just want to be the ones who are in power? It's like, are you serious right now?
I gotta
Come
jump
on,
off
man.
the call, by the way. I gotta hurry up and get off here.
Okay, man. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and end it here. So, everybody, yeah, it's a short one, but thank y'all very much for tuning in. This was the Beardy Boys. This is episode 9, and
Damn.
yeah, so yeah, we're almost at the decade mark. So, until next time, everyone. Signing off. I'm Nate,
I'm Rick.
I'm Chad.
and y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.
Yamete kumasai.